here are the events from ReVival 2, live from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada on February 4th, 2022. Nova makes his first appearance in the ReVival era. The Virus, Cyrus O'Hare, beat down Rhea Nightshade to advance in the Almacy. The Hollywood Bruvs arrived at the MGM Grand, ready to send a message to Prime. That message is, we quit. Matt Mills interviewed the Blue Live crew, one of whom is a mannequin, and the other is even dumber. Angelica Brooks talked to the massive rookie sensation John Kennedy Royko Jr. Joe Burrow showed up to gauge Royko's opinion on certain accessories. J.K. Royko Jr. outlasted Sean Warstein and moved on to round 2. Garbage Bag Johnny was accosted by street performers just because he may or may not have stolen his getup from one of them. The Anglo Luchador found him there and soon accused Johnny of playing mind games ahead of their second round match. Rhea Nightshade drowned her sorrows at a hotel bar when she was approached by EVP of Talent Relations, Matt Ward. Matt Mills did a sit-down interview with Jonathan Christopher Hall and his amazing life partner, Vicky. JCH started crying after the first question and never really stopped. Nicholas Pfefferman used leverage, physics, and dirty tricks to steal a win from Larry Tapp. Solomon Richards acknowledged his loss at ReVival 1 and promised to stick around and be ready for what comes next. Bobby Dean housed protein powder to bulk up for his Prime debut, and nearly missed it. Matt Mills interviewed Dusk, back in action after a long time away. Dusk promised to give it his all, despite being past his prime. Dusk forced beautiful Bobby Dean to submit. Hayes Hanlon tried to be sportsmanlike to Cecilia Ryan, but she had none of it, and neither did her father, Dan Ryan. Julian Bathory invited us to seek enlightenment with Messiah International. Everything was very normal. Anna Daniels caught Nathan Filmix by surprise, then flattened him for the victory. Simon Tillier caught up with Resin while the goat bastard filled the trash bag with complimentary croissants. Resin didn't care who his next opponent was until he found out that it was Impulse. Teddy Palmer was interviewed by Lex Maroon. Definitely not Alex Redding in a bad disguise. Teddy guaranteed success for himself in the Almacy as well as for Red and Ted in the tag team ranks. Old friends and enemies, Jonathan Ryan and Timo Balamba caught up in an interview. Ryan used this moment to introduce his new tag team partner, the Bayou Butcher, Paxton Ray. Cool Cancer Giles defeated Tapioca Puddings thanks to a taser. Angelica Brooks spoke with Hayes Hanlon at ringside, who talked up the skills of his last opponent, then laughed off his next one. We met Prime's latest signing, a young and phenomenally talented French prospect who goes by the mononym Flamberge. Teddy Palmer scored a submission victory over Eric Van Warren. Simon Tillier spoke with Impulse and Callie, who had nothing to say about Resin, for now. Jacob Mephisto held the advantage early, but Nova shook off the rust just in time to drop Mephisto on his head and out of the Almacy. That's all the action from ReVival 2, brought to you by Prime. Number 1 by definition.